YouTube, I'm Laura from LauraGYOGA, and this is part of our beginners series. We're going to be going over the 5 most important supine yoga poses to know. So these are all going to be down on the mat and very relaxing. I grabbed a belt out of my closet because sometimes when you're doing some of the stretches down on your back, it's good to have something to hold on to if you're a little bit tighter. I'm just going to leave that over on the side of my mat. But we're going to start out with the most important supine yoga posture, which is Shavasana. This is the pose that we always end our practice with. And it's also known as corpse pose because we're completely motionless and we let go of everything. We let go of our control over the breath. We let go of all tension in the muscles. And we let go of any thoughts. We try not to attach to anything that rises up in the mind. With the legs, we want to make sure that the toes are able to flop out to the sides. So you might want to roll them in and out a few times. Really relax the hips because that's where that dropout comes from. The arms are a little bit away from the body, but the palms facing up toward the ceiling. And the fingers are just naturally going to curl in toward the palm. And you might want to tuck your shoulder blades one side and then the other side underneath your back so that your chest is really open. And you can breathe freely into the top space of the lungs. And then I'm just going to move my hair up a little bit so that I can rest the back of my head onto the mat. And you can see this tuck with my chin. What that does is it creates a really open airway. If my chin is pressed up toward the ceiling, it's going to create a block. When you take CPR class, they would make you tilt the dummy's chin down before you start to practice your rescue breaths. Same sort of thing. This lines up the airway so that the breath can come and go a lot more freely, less resistance. And we soften the face. Let the jaw muscles relax. Let your eyes soften. They're closed, but they're not squeezing shut. And what I'll do is take my glasses off, and sometimes I'll put them right on my belly. And you can take a few deep breaths here, just to let yourself soften and melt into the floor. Going to draw the knees back into the chest. One of my favorite poses to do when I'm down on my back, when I'm in supine, is Apanasana, or knees into the chest. And you're just going to wrap your arms around and pull the knees in. What happens is the tailbone starts to pull up off the mat, and you get this really great stretch through your lower back. And you can rock from side to side. Nice massage right across those tight lower back muscles. You can hold on to the kneecaps and make some circles. And then switch and circle the other way. And back in the center, pull the knees into the chest. Nice deep breath. Feel that pressure between the top of the thighs and the belly. That pressure is creating a nice massage for your internal organs. Helps to flush everything with new blood when you release. Next one, we're going to send the soles of the feet up toward the ceiling. And sometimes we do this against the wall, which is really fun. But this is where our strap is going to help. We're going to place that strap across the ball of the foot, right below the toes. Send the feet up toward the ceiling, press up through the heels and draw your toes down. I'm going to give a little pull on the strap to help the legs come back toward me. Now if your knees are bent and it looks something like that, that's fine. Anything where you are getting opening down the back line of your leg is good. And the one thing that you want to be careful here, sometimes people get so intent on pulling on the strap that you start to tighten up through your shoulders. So what I want you to think about is dropping your shoulders, maybe tucking them underneath the body like we did for Shavasana. Let the head and the neck relax, and just use your bicep muscle to give a little pull. open. Release the strap over to the side. And I'm going to hold on to my right knee and straighten my left leg all the way out. This is one of those really great lower back stretches. As I pull my knee into my chest, the lower back muscles on this side are being pulled long. And again, we're getting that nice pressure from the thigh into the belly, so it's a nice way to help your digestion, especially this pose. This is actually called wind relieving pose. We're going to take the other knee into the chest, straighten right leg out, use the arms to pull the knee in. And just like we were saying with the strap, don't get overzealous with your use of your arms. We don't want to be tensing up here so that we can stretch the lower back. Make sure you keep the arms or the shoulders soft and just use your bicep muscle, just a little pull right there. Every time you exhale, it should feel like the knee gets maybe a millimeter closer to you. A little micro movement. Now from here, we can go into our last of the supine poses, which is the deep twist, which feels great if your back is tight. I'm going to take my left foot, place it on top of my right thigh. And this is where people get a little bit confused. Sometimes it's hard to keep the foot on the thigh. That's okay. You can even pull the knee into the chest. We're going to roll the knee across the body. So my hip lifts up, my left hip is coming up off the mat, and that's what's keeping that rotation. Drop your left shoulder, open your left arm out. This is one that's really important to breathe into. Take a full inhale. It's going to feel like you're coming out of the twist a little. But as you exhale, you just settle and open into it. Good. One more deep breath. Enjoy that really nice opening. Draw yourself back into the middle, flat on your back. Send the left leg out, pull the right leg in, and we'll do that lovely twist on the other side. Right sole of the foot on top of the left thigh. I'm going to use my left hand to the outside of the right knee, pull it across my body. So you can see this hip lifts up to create the twist, and the right arm drops, so I have heaviness in my right shoulder. Go into your deep breath. Feel how the muscles of the back start to soften. The more deeply you breathe, the more softness you'll get in your back, the more you'll be able to sink into your twist. Coming back into center as you inhale. The knees into the chest. And then I'm just going to rock myself up into sitting. And those were the 5 most important of your supine yoga poses. And I hope you enjoyed that practice, a little bit more relaxing than some of the other ones. So leave me a comment, let me know what you thought of the practice, especially for the beginners. If you guys have questions or requests for videos you'd like to see me do, you can contact me through my website or by email. Thank you, namaste, and have a wonderful practice. If you enjoyed the content, go ahead and click the like button. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, go down and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions, comments, or requests that you'd like to see for videos coming out, feel free to contact me by my email or through my website. Thanks, see you next time.